It's just 45 days away from a restart, and ESPN is reporting with players, agents, NBPA, and league officials over the weekend that, well, there's no indication that the NBA's return is in jeopardy or that there's even a significant group of players who are ready to sit out. There are expected to be some players who decide not to play because of social activism or health concerns, sources say. But so far, there is no indication that it is enough to compromise the league's plans to return. NBPA Executive Director Michelle Roberts said it's not a question of play or not play. It's a question of, does playing again harm a movement that we absolutely, unequivocally embrace? And then whether our play can, in fact, highlight, encourage, and enhance this movement. As Adrian Wojnarowski joins us now with more. So, Woj, Kyrie Irving, who voted for the resumption of the season, as did all the player reps, leading this change to maybe rethink that in light of the protests and activism since the killing of George Floyd, that's not the best idea. In addition, we have health concerns about COVID, about injury. So how united or divided are the players at this point?
Hannah, listen, there are multiple issues that concern players about this return to play. Among them, this social justice, the Black Lives Matter movement, and how that would be impacted by playing. But players who are up for long-term contract extensions, how restrictive the bubble is. There are a lot of issues. Ultimately, I think many players will go into the bubble grudgingly. I don't know that all the players are embracing it. I think many are seeing it as a necessary step, both financially, for their careers, for the league. But ultimately, I think what Michelle Roberts is trying to do is lay the options out for players. They have the ability to decide not to go without punishment. And I think as for the social injustice platform that is available for players in Orlando, with the world watching games on television, one example she used with players was the '68 Olympics with Tommy Smith, John Carlos, that they competed, they won, and they used the platform, certainly for an iconic moment and a moment that has stood the test of time. And I think she's used that as an example with players that perhaps that's a reason to look at playing and believing that you can use the restart of the season to further this cause.
Some still have not decided. We heard yesterday from Dwight Howard's agent that he has not decided whether or not to play. What are the implications for players who choose not to play?
Hannah, they won't get paid for the games that are missed if they choose not to play. They would be left to sit out. There's not going to be a punishment. There's not going to be a penalty from the teams. The league, the union have decided on that. But there will be a financial cost over the regular season games missed, about a little under 1% of a player's salary per game.
A lot of players at different salary levels. Players are at different points in their career. Some of them may be closer to titles, they feel, than others. So many different perspectives, probably as many different perspectives as there are players. Woj, we always appreciate your great reporting. We'll talk to you again next hour.
Thanks, Hannah.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.